So, Alrik, another quarter with a very strong operating result despite a sharp fall in demand. How would you describe the second quarter?
Well, I think we have delivered an extremely good quarter with a very strong performance, and result that despite a sharp fall in sales of around 25%, we delivered an adjusted margin of 9.4% and a total operating profit of 1.6 billion. We have been working now for years, as you know, to be more flexible, more cost flexible, and to be able to take the fluctuations in the marketplace in a better way. And I think this is yet another quarter where we have shown that we are capable of doing this. And at the same time, of course, we're being there. We want to be there to be able to serve our customers, to be more flexible and be as a good partner to our customers as possible, continue to invest in our future, continue to invest in technology, as you have seen. And I think one of the good things is that we have actually been able to do some permanent restructuring during this quarter, and we will come back to that. So in all, I think we're all working very hard to build an even stronger SKF.
All right. Thank you very much. And Niclas, what can you say about the investments during the quarter and the importance of investing also in the future?
Well, first of all, we maintained a very strong liquidity during the quarter. And of course, in these volatile and very challenging times, this is particularly important. At the same time, we also continue to invest. We're actually investing at the same rate as we did back in 2019. So we continue to invest in modernizing and automating our factories. We continue to invest in regional manufacturing capacity, and we also continue to invest in customer offers, including R&D and new business models. And as an example, during the quarter, we announced a further 400 million SEK investments in our Xinjiang ball bearing factory in China, and actually many other things, but that was one of our announcements. And we do think, here we are very consistent, we do think that keeping investments at pre-crisis levels will actually strengthen our competitiveness, it will lower our costs, and also improve our flexibility.
Right, thank you, Niclas. And cash flow was negative during the quarter. Niclas, how can this development be explained?
Well, a couple of things. So our cash flow indeed was negative 800 million after investments during the quarter. This was actually a consequence of a couple of things. So first of all, obviously, we had a lower operating result given the economic environment. And then we also increased our working capital. And specifically commenting on the working capital, it was actually impacted by a lower level of purchases, so we bought less, which took down our payables, as well as then towards the latter part of the quarter, specifically in June, latter part of June, our sales was relatively seen strong, which means that our receivables went up temporarily. What comes to inventories, they actually did go down, and this is an important kind of focus area going forward. But then if you take a slightly longer perspective on our cash flow, not only Q2, but over a longer period of time, we have had a very strong cash flow despite our increased investments. And this is, of course, something we are quite happy with.
All right, thank you. Alrik, what would you say will be important for SKF to become an even stronger company?
Well, it's all about, it starts with the customer, to continue on this stride, to have the right products with the right cost, with the right flexibility, with the right business models, and the modern and agile organization. Leadership, we have invested a lot in leadership for a long time in SKF, and I argue we have very good leaders. And of course, now we're talking about digitalization, right? We see this during the crisis, how digital tools are becoming relevant in a way that they have never been before. And to me, it's not about if we're going to see a radical change in digitalization, but it's only how quickly and who is going to do it. And as you know, we are determined with our AI development that we have, with our remote monitoring capabilities, with our remote presence, and with our REP offerings, rotating equipment performance, fee-based offerings, to be that company, helping the customer, to reduce environmental impact, costs, and of course, improving efficiency. And when you look at that part of the environment, I think we can all see that also this crisis is becoming a boost for the environmental initiatives. And here you've seen it, what we have, we're very strong with electrical vehicles. We have our new reconded oil technology. We are doing a lot in remanufacturing, etc., to be the company that not only move our own environmental impact down to zero. As you know, we have a new goal for 2030 to be completely fossil free in SKF, but also to help our customers on that journey. And that is what feels so encouraging, that we have all these fantastic offerings.
All right. Thank you very much, Alrik, and thank you very much, Niclas.